Nakitlong ka Ri Khasi. Ngiwan lam shapi ko sngur bakhuit parpashngam. Ka beats aqua. Shpausnem dang yai pinja sliang.
Justice for students!
We demand
Justice for students!
resign!
Education Minister!
Resign!
Education Minister!
Resign!
Education Minister!
Resign!
Education Minister!
Down, down!
BJP!
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 We demand
Justice for students!
Kirkhot bat Samla ka Seng Congress nadu ka Mahila Congress kumju ka Youth Congress kila Leit bandra de ki plakan ha Khyrdop Ïing ulat haluk bhavan Shillong ban pidram jori ka jingsha Khyrwit lathi ki Samla Pule Ïakhih hinin ka sngi hanong ba Delhi nakliang u ban phira basai mon ulong be ki Samla Pule kimsno shanga ni shanya shu ha ka bor panyat ha ka tanat Pule puthi Ulong ke jingmi Ïakhih ke Congress kalong namar ba Kamla Shah shu bat ngok thang halor ke jingsha thombor ki Samla. Ula keno ba kasoka BJP ke pinon kamlut ki bor kat bala ban yu rot ya kasur upat ba. Usketri ke Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee uba Manuel Batwar ulong ba ke jingle kasoka BJP kalong Pirsha Ïakhih kat kum keriti senchar Kamtam hadin biki Pule Lara bat thombor ya sanpau ngut ki MP kintup unong ilam liang Pirsha Rahul Gandhi ki balik Ïakhih hakmat Ïing umodi. Ulong ba umintui rang ba berkesokar barok kawai kim perwai ke jing Ïakhih bat jingdawa hakaba ulong ba ke jingle Ïakhih hak Khyrdop Ïing ulat kalong namar ba kaluk bhavan kade ke jaka bala ban pinsngau syakasoka pedeng. Hakani ke jing Ïakhih lara ru yaki plakat pindram yang kesoka BJP batla dawaru ya umintri ke tanat Pule puti jongkari udai banhiar syuki.
down, down!
BJP!
Resign!
Education Minister!
Resign!
Education Minister!
Resign!
Education Minister!
We demand
Justice for students!
We demand
Justice for students!
Resign!
Education Minister!
Resign!
Education Minister!
Resign!
Education Minister!
Resign!
Education Minister!
Down, down!
BJP!
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 We demand
Justice for students!
government weed!
Paperly!
Government weed!
Paperly!
Down, down!
BJP!
Down, down!
BJP!
Down, down!
BJP!
you block here, then certain section will be blocked against you.
We understand that, sir, and we will also would like to state that the government will also come out in support of our students.
Again,
Yes.
I think in the middle of the ministry,
If we come in the middle of the, say, we come in the daytime, we would have blocked the civilians' way. So right now, I think so the government should be disturbed also. If our students are not sleeping, if our students are not eating, people are they are undergoing hunger strike. So he should at least we are just blocking his way. The government right now is blocking. Peaceful protest in 5-10 minutes we are done.
Thank you.
Ngin nak liang party congress niwan hakani ka governor's house dan Shillong halor jingja jing Shaban ben ki kena Pule apo ka protest march jongki ka jing leak papers for need exams kumlakran ba manual nafmat ka komlong ke India menta kalong ka caka ka ba ki kena Samla ki jongi kena Pule jongi kamdan show kata ka jing sosngan ani kata jing shania ya system ni education system ko bulan pokari ka jongi hangni Meghalaya ni ka jylla ka jongi ni ka Meghalaya Pradesh Congress ka dalam Youth Congress ki Mahila Congress ka dalam ni kani ka jingwan ka jongi ni kamli tang bolong symbolic movement ka jongi ni ka jing sok thang ka jongi di so pangnur ka jongi habangi I ki videos for social media akaba ki khana ki ba protest ya kani ka people league ni ba shot bomb shot lathi charge shot cam ki MPs meneru sanphongun di balik ki protest march ya kiru la shot manhandle asa shot banben ka government BJP ka penangkam commissioner kat bakidan bakin suppress dan bakin yuraj yak sur jong pajba hapo ka democracy midon kalat midon takalenti matesno yak jing ki jongi midon ka hak pangin protest apa kadan kanuno ka jing bam kamdan ka justice apa kamdan ka transparency apa ka system tekani ka jingwan ka jongi menta kamit ni wa hiru bakti samla puli bra po Shillong ka society at large ki kimi ki kapa bra ki kun ka puli puthi kide banya mi renti kide banya wat lan masgo thu ke ga jing e na menta ngi nang itang ba sha bom lati hakabak kidia ki jat kidia ki jal kana kau kham so si de ka broken dreams habaka dreams ki kana ta long shattered ka dreams jong na ka jing anu ki kana puli ka long sha betrayed ka jing pelut por jong ki bakin prepare ki exams ka long len ai banle exams rc ne ka jo kamle ka bakai ka anxiety jong ki kimi ka anxiety jong ki kana tingi kum ka ta society ka balong civilized ka civil society ni haban ni ban kasan kana jongi amaki kana puli ki jongi ki samla ki jongi ki dikti tak lawe umde tak lawe ki dikti menta ki jongi ru te gadi ka jing Kynsan ak yang congress ba hano ka jakab kadan ka injustice aka emlang salang ini syakman indar lengkap ru bat kane ka emlang salang ki jongi.
Today there were more than 50 MPs who had gone to the residence, to the front of the residence of the Prime Minister, and it's very unconstitutional for the government to show force because the protest was legitimate. We believe that from the Congress perspective, especially our leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, you saw the way he was manhandled by the police at force because the diktat had come from the top. We only demand that there should be some sort of a discussion in the parliament, and it should not be that come what may, at the end of the day the temple of democracy is the parliament. And we believe that the kind of plight in which the students are going through in today's age, whereby there are problems just about everywhere, be it in education, be it in competitive exams, be it in unemployment, be it everywhere. And this kind of plight has to be heard somewhere, right? And who else is supposed to hear it? It's the government at large. It's the Prime Minister. And for them to keep quiet and to neglect the demands of the students, and this is not something which is just a movement here, this is something which is a movement in the whole country. And we believe so that the Prime Minister and the government at large is just not even bothered. And that is something which is alarming in today's world, and is something which, at least from a democratic point of view, from a secular point of view, and so on and so forth, we believe that the temple of a constitution lies in the parliament. Why we've come here to the governor's house? Because the governor's house is also that symbolic place in which we can at least voice our, what should I say, our frustrations. And we are here with the students, and we are here with the young generations at large. And we've come here, yes, late in the night, but it is important to show our solidarity with them. We were there yesterday as well when they protested. But then the whole point is to treat the MPs, and there are 50 MPs, yeah, it's not a small number. It's nearly 10% of the entire parliament. And to treat the MPs and to ignore them and to treat them in such a way and not even want to have any discussion in the parliament is something which is not acceptable to us. And therefore, we believe that at least from the Congress perspective in Meghalaya, we need to show, it might be late, yes, there are 20, 30 of us out here, but we have gathered here to show solidarity with the young students, the young generation. And believe it or not, I can tell you for sure that India has to change. India has to change. The trajectory of democracy is definitely going south, and this is not something which has to be taken lightly. And wherever we look at, we always seem to notice that education is something which is definitely not a priority, be it in our state, be it in this region of Northeast, be it in the country as a whole. So that's why we've come here to protest, and we believe so that the demands of the students at large is very legitimate. To say that the education minister has to resign, yes, he has to take the moral standing to say that I have failed, and for which this is something which I think it's a legitimate fight as far as the students is concerned, and we from the party also would like and would definitely be with them. Yeah, it's not necessarily that we're trying to politicize this. That's why we keep on telling people that come what may, the Congress also will fight its own fight, and we will definitely show the course of action. And in the long run, we believe that this country has come to a realization, and a very difficult realization for most of the people who have blindly supported certain governments and certain parties, which definitely is not, it's not for the public at large, it's not for the new generation. And we need to do this change, and I think the change is definitely in the anvil, and it will happen very soon. And we just hope that whatever is happening this time, people will remember and people will really think. Because see, at the end of the day, what happens is that we all have families, we all have children in our house, we all have we uncles of somebody, we aunties of somebody or the other, who is definitely going to reach a stage in which they will have to sit for some competitive exams, they will have to try to get a decent job, they will have to try to follow their career, they will have to dream. And why have this government in at large broken these dreams from time to time and time again? You know, when paper leaks happen, paper leaks do happen, but then in today's world, the paper leaks has become a method in which this government is trying to ensure that, you know, there's a social engineering, that only a certain set of people who they think is important to go and study, the only set of people who benefits and who is with them. And that's not right, because then the meritorious kind of a system in which most of the students at large who are preparing for these exams, they deserve to get a future for themselves and for their families. And this is what is happening in India today, and it's very disheartening. And I think it's disheartening not just for me. While we come here and protest, believe it or not, many people in their houses, many people in the kitchens every day when they discuss this, I think it's becoming a grave concern for the public at large. Yeah, and we've come to protest for that. You've seen it yesterday also. A lot of students were even arrested. It's unbecoming. And if you've noticed, especially in the mainstream media, it might not be available, but in the social media platform as of today, you will notice that there's so many actions that the police have done. The way the pressure has been kept on these students, you know, whereby we even saw cases whereby the police themselves have designed the activities in such a way to throw the blame on the students. When the students wanted to only have a fair, square protest, a peaceful protest, why would they create such things? You saw men carrying lathis and so on and so forth. Are they even policemen? We don't even know, because they're all on civil dress. They don't even have their name tags with them. They've just gone and beaten up people. They've just gone beaten up students, and they've just gone beaten up the young generation. That is not done in a democracy. Yeah, their voice also has to be heard. They also contribute to the wealth of the nation. They also contribute to the future of this nation, and they definitely is the future of this nation. Why this government does not understand that is something which baffles us also. So we believe that yes, come what may, and parliamentarians also has been manhandled, and that's not right. That's not right. In this democracy that we live in, this is definitely a big failure, and it's a blot in the Indian constitution, it's a blot in the Indian history, and this will be viewed by the outsiders and world over, who will look at India with a very different perspective. The kind of things that are happening in this country is definitely not positive at all. We definitely have been demanding for his resignation many times in the past. We know that the Prime Minister never takes any moral responsibility for anything which is important for the country, be it Manipur, be it the students' plight, be it many other things that, you know, we have seen blatantly as far as the Prime Minister is concerned. Everything is scripted. Nothing is being done out of the fact that, you know, you have a game plan in which you want to really develop this country. So they try to help only certain people who probably belong to them, and who probably can work together with them, and they try to please only a few industrialists who probably will be helping them in their elections so that they win more elections. But at the end of the day, democracy is just not about elections, right? Democracy and the development of the country is just not about elections at all. It is also about having a voice. It's also having an opposition which is strong enough to voice out, because everybody's voice has to be heard, whether it's the student's voice, whether it's the minority's voice, or whether it's anybody. And in today's world, I think more or less, if you look at India, we are moving in the trajectory in which it's not a democracy anymore. It's more like it's more a dictatorship. It's more like it's more like authoritarian kind of a government that we have, and that is something which I think the entire country should definitely protest, and the entire country should bring about a change whenever they get a chance to do so. Yeah.
Every morning in our house begins with a race. Shoes, slippers, everything on the ground. Mom shouting for breakfast. Dad's hunting for geese. And I'm in a hurry putting on my socks. Shillong's roads are always full. Honking cars, parents rushing, everyone trying to reach somewhere first. Then one day, the STEM's bus came to our lane. Big, bright yellow, like sunshine on wheels. The bus is always on time. Our caretaker waves. It feels like family arriving. Inside, it's not just seats and bags and uniforms. It's laughter, stories, songs, small little friendships growing every morning. We share snacks, help in homework, and learn to wait for each other. I think that's what community really means. Caring for people who share your road. When I see other parents dropping their kids one by one, I think, wow, if one bus can take 50 of us, that's 50 cars less on the road. My father says the bus helps save money because it's not just fuel we're saving, it's time too, and time matters. And my mother knows exactly where I am, every turn, every stop, all thanks to the STEM's app on her phone. The bus feels safe, clean seats, big mirrors, and a careful driver. When a new student comes in, we always make space, and by the next stop, we're already laughing. When we reach school, our caretaker walks us right to the gate. And after school, the caretakers are always waiting, smiling as they walk us back to the bus. The caretaker feels this bus has made life easier, but to me, it made life a lot more happier. Because one bus doesn't just save money or time, it saves mornings. It gives us cleaner air, calmer roads, and families who can breathe a little easier. I think our city is growing smarter, not faster, just kinder. And every day, this bus carries something more than just us children. It carries stories, friendships, dreams, the small moments that slowly becomes memories, and carrying a little bit of Meghalaya's heart with them. Every day, as the bus doors shut and the engine hums to life, I take a quiet moment to be grateful for the journey, for the care, and for everyone who makes it possible. This is STEMS, our ride, our happiness, our tomorrow.